Have you ever walked into a room and felt eyes linger on you just a moment too long? Have you ever noticed subtle changes in how men behave around you? Little things that you can't quite explain, but that make you feel noticed, even wanted. The truth is, attraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. It's hidden in glances, in posture, in energy. And you might not even realize how many men are drawn to you, silently, respectfully, or perhaps even in confusion, unsure of why they're so affected by your presence. You're here because you want to understand those subtle signs. You're not being vain, you're being aware. Self-awareness is powerful, and knowing how people respond to you helps you carry yourself with clarity and intention. Let's explore together the signs that most men find you attractive, not just on the outside, but in the ways that leave a lasting impression. When a man finds you attractive, you'll often sense a shift in his body language. He may not say a word, but his body will. Watch his posture. Does he straighten up when you enter the room? Do his shoulders roll back? His chest rise, as if he subconsciously wants to appear stronger, taller, more confident in your presence? That isn't just coincidence, it's instinct. When a man is drawn to you, his body reacts before his mind can catch up. He may fidget, adjust his clothes, touch his hair or his jawline. These micro movements are signals, nervous energy trying to settle in the presence of someone who stirs his desire. There's something magnetic about eye contact. When a man is drawn to you, he'll often look at you just a little longer than usual, not in a predatory way, but in curiosity, respect, awe. He might quickly glance away when you catch him, or he might hold your gaze just long enough to feel the electricity pass between you. His pupils may dilate. He might blink less. This kind of gaze goes beyond physical attraction. It's connection. It's admiration. Even if he doesn't say it out loud, his eyes speak. Pay attention to the way he listens. When a man is genuinely attracted to you, your words matter. He remembers detail, mentions things you said days or weeks ago, laughs at your jokes even if they're not that funny, asks follow-up questions. That kind of attentiveness doesn't come from casual interest, it comes from emotional intrigue. You stir something in him. You're not just a face, you're a voice he wants to understand, a soul he wants to explore. Another sign is presence. A man who finds you attractive often makes himself available in subtle ways. He shows up, he finds reasons to be where you are, offers help even when you haven't asked for it. These gestures are quiet but intentional. He may never directly confess his attraction, but his actions speak loudly. If he's always finding excuses to be near you, to stay in your orbit, it's because he's drawn to your energy. Something about you pulls him in. Sometimes attraction shows itself in the way a man speaks to you compared to how he speaks to others. His tone may soften, he might become more respectful, more cautious, even a little vulnerable. You might notice that he lowers his voice slightly, a biological reaction designed to signal masculinity, or he might tease you in gentle, playful ways, not to belittle you but to engage with you emotionally. Humor is often a tool of connection. A man who jokes with you, who tries to make you smile, is often trying to bond with you emotionally, not just impress you. And then there's silence. Yes, even silence can be a sign. Some men become quieter around women they find deeply attractive, not out of disinterest, but because they're nervous. You may notice that they suddenly seem more serious, more thoughtful, maybe even shy. It's not that they have nothing to say, it's that they're overwhelmed. Your presence unsettles their composure. Their usual confidence takes a pause, and in that pause, in that silence, is a truth. You've moved something in them. One of the strongest signs is the way he reacts when you're not around. Ask yourself, do people tell you that he talks about you when you're not there? Does he ask others how you're doing? Mention things you said, or light up when your name comes up in conversation? A man who finds you attractive will think about you even when you're not present. You become a recurring thought in his mind, and thoughts have energy. That kind of emotional imprint doesn't lie. Sometimes attraction is protective. A man who is drawn to you may show concern for your well-being. He might ask if you got home safely, offer his jacket if you're cold, walk on the side of the sidewalk closer to the street. These might seem like small, old-fashioned gestures, but they come from a place of primal instinct, to care, to protect, to provide. He may not say I'm attracted to you, but his actions say, I want you to be safe, because you matter to me. Then there's the way he speaks about you to others. If he respects you, admires you, you'll hear it through the grapevine. Maybe he compliments you when you're not around. Maybe he defends you when someone criticizes you. This indirect admiration reveals more than a direct flirtation ever could, because when a man feels the need to honor you, even in private, it means you've touched something deeper than surface-level desire. You've inspired and respect is one of the most powerful forms of attraction. Sometimes the signs are unconscious. He mirrors your behavior, crosses his arms when you do, leans forward when you lean in, matches your tone, your pacing, your mood. Mirroring is a psychological phenomenon. People do it when they feel connected. It's not manipulation, it's instinct. It means you're affecting him, shifting his inner rhythm. That's not something that can be faked. Let's not ignore the digital world. How does he interact with you online? Does he like your posts quickly, consistently, respond to your stories, send you links or memes that remind him of you? A man who engages with you online regularly is showing interest, especially if he's usually reserved. It's his way of staying close, of building a bridge, even if he's unsure how to walk across it just yet. There are moments when a man's friends give it away. They might nudge him, tease him when you walk by, or you may catch them glancing at him when you speak. Men are not always subtle, and often their circle of friends becomes part of the story. They notice when he lights up, when his behavior changes around you. If his friends act differently when you're around, pay attention. It often means they've noticed what he feels, even if he hasn't admitted it. Another beautiful sign is comfort, not nervousness, not shyness, but genuine ease. Some men feel most themselves around a woman they're drawn to, especially if the attraction is soul deep. They relax, they smile more, their guard comes down, they open up, they feel safe being real. When a man lets you see his true self, his fears, his dreams, his odd quirks, it's a powerful indicator that you matter to him. You're not just attractive to his eyes, but to his heart. But what if men you barely know keep trying to talk to you? If strangers often strike up conversations? If you get complimented in casual settings on the street, at the store, in the elevator? It's not just because you look pretty, it's your energy, your presence, your aura. Men are drawn to something in you that feels warm, open, magnetic. You don't need to wear revealing clothes or act overly confident. Attraction often radiates from kindness, from the way you make others feel seen, respected, and heard. Some signs are subtle and quiet, others bold and unmistakable, but they all lead to one truth. If men consistently treat you with curiosity, admiration, protectiveness, or emotional investment, yes, most of them are drawn to you, and it may have nothing to do with how you look. It could be your voice, your laugh, the way you carry yourself, your confidence, your mystery, your softness, your fire. Attraction is complex, layered and deeply human. So if you've ever wondered, do men find me attractive? Maybe the better question is, do I notice how deeply I affect others? Because you do. You light up spaces, you shift the atmosphere, you awaken emotions in people that they haven't felt in years. Don't look for obvious signs alone, watch for the quiet ones, the ones hidden in glances, in effort, in silence. They're often the truest. And here's something else, something important. Don't tie your self-worth to whether men are attracted to you. Attraction is a mirror, not a measurement. If you recognize these signs, let it empower you, but don't let it define you. You are more than who notices you. You are who you choose to be, radiant, grounded, whole. If men are drawn to you, let that be a beautiful confirmation, not a requirement. You are already worthy, already enough, already valuable. Their attention is not your validation, it's simply a reflection of your light. So the next time you catch someone's eyes lingering just a second longer, smile. You're not imagining it. You are seen, you are felt, you are beautiful in more ways than one.